Hello, hello, hello. I know Chaos, since you told me that it's all pausey in the beginning. I've been waiting a minute. So hopefully it comes in clear better now. Thank you for your feedback. I really appreciate that. I like it. Yes. Hey, Miss Lovely. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, Chaos. I like the kind approach and the please be patient. Hey, Healing Zone. I am doing good. Been a busy, wonderful day. Loved all the clouds today. It feels like fall. It just makes it feel like Christmas. I don't know why. Or Thanksgiving, right? All right. I am loving it, loving it, loving it. And we are going to get started here. And we will find out those things there. Yeah, absolutely. We'll take a look at that too, Healing Zone. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I am so excited. I think this has been my first week where I've gone live every night. And, I talk about spiritual gifts, how the more you use them, it's like the more the muscle, it gets bigger and bigger. And I swear, I feel like it's expanding, expanding. Because in addition to these lives, of course, I record 12 videos for each zodiac sign each week. I also do monthlies and some portal readings and pick a cards and my U times 2 videos. And I just love it. So it's like, woo! You're not ready for Christmas yet? Christmas is every day. It's a gift. I like it. Perfect, perfect. All right. I did want to repeat because I really loved what they said this morning, just about with everything going on in the world. I feel it bears repeating that when they said there aren't fearful things, there are just fearful thoughts and beliefs and opinions. And so we have the power of what we're going to put around, whatever's happening in the world. And I always like that, do I really believe everything in the world happens for me? When things like this happen, it really makes you decide and go, yes, even if this happened, I know for something is happening for me, even though I may not get it right away. Maybe until I'm back on the other side and go, oh, that's right. That's why I wanted to have that happen. When I finally, like the amnesia wears off and I understand why I wanted everything to happen, then it's going to be Shazam. So, oh, well, good, Healing Zone. Now you're going to have a doubly joyous one. Good morning, Anjali. All right. Well, let me get started here. I am going to, of course, pull a card here from the Guardian Angel. Okay. They already had one come flying out already. So we've got the Compassion card here, which says, Dearest one, be compassionate towards yourself. Surrender the self-criticism and fear that has you believing you need to improve in order to be worthy. You are perfect just as you are. The only thing that needs to change is your perception. You will come to realize the jewel you are when you love and honor yourself as you are. Boom. Boom, right? I love that. All right, we'll put those away there. And we will get going here and see what we have going on this evening. Awesome. So we will take a look at your questions here. When I read your first question there, Chaos, about should I help neighbors when they text me for rides? I'm like, you don't have to should on yourself, right? there's no have to, supposed to's, need to's, have, shoulds. Those are all expectations. I would say if you don't feel it in your heart, you don't do it. But we'll ask spirit. You want to know their opinion of, you know, um, would it be for my highest good to, um, help them? I love right away. This card came flying out. No, you won't be murdered. But these are all those expectations. You're ready to let these go. This 10 of Swords, you have so many of these, you know, whispers in your ear of who you should be and supposed to do and need to do and have to do. Your huge heart just goes, I feel like I want to help everyone in the world, but you're ready to let those go. So, just let them know that I'm sorry, I can't, I'm not able to do that. You know, just follow your gut and your heart. And don't let the guilt make you do things you don't want to do, or that might be them in the trunk, right? If they push you over the edge. Hey, Stacy, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, very good. Yep, so you are right there. Hey, Spring. Welcome. Thank you guys all for being here. And all the comments you guys put on my other videos, and it just really just warms my heart, and I'm just smiling all the time. Yeah, Friday. And then I pulled 3 other cards came flying out here. And Confessions of Dale. Good. I like that. I'm a very childlike adult, as you guys can tell. So you wanted to know, is there anything in your past that you might have done that would be considered illegal or criminal in nature? So it sounds like you're asking about, from the heavenly point of view. And wow, I love this. You've got your 3 of Cups, got the Ace of Cups, and the Page of Cups. So I kind of feel like this is, in the eyes, like that, the card I just read too, from the guardian angels, about you're perfect in the sight of them, and this is all your support team on the other side. And they're all, cheers, you are fine, they're celebrating you. And you have the Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups, which to me, I'm hearing, you're new, you're perfect, you're unconditionally loved, because that's what both this is and this is. See yourself as perfect and brand new and spinking new, just because of who you are, not because of anything that you've done. Um, and that whole thing, and I was going to mention that, and so I'm glad you asked this question, because with that other one, it talked about mistakes. And, you know, mistakes are a human thing. It's a fear thing. It's a conditional love list. All these things were said you have to be and should be and need to be and have to be and blah, 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 blah. It's forever long, right? Ever changing, contradicting, things always being added to it of who you have to be in order to be lovable and acceptable. And that's where mistakes happen, is basically you didn't do what I think you should do. You made a mistake. Whoa, from the heavenly point of view, it's unconditional love. There is no have to, supposed to, should. It's already, they showed me, like, we're perfect mountains. We come down here as humans, down to the mountain, and we just walk around it to see ourselves from all these different perspectives. And there's no right or wrong about a mountain. It's like, oh, that crevice shouldn't be there on the mountain. Who says, right? And that's kind of how we really are. But one of our experiences we came here is to feel what it might feel like to make a mistake, or to feel less than or small. So I love that, that you're like, yeah, you are super clear, super clean. You're perfect. So celebrate. All right. So we will keep on going down. We're going to go down the list here. Thank you guys all again for your patience as we get through each of those. And I am doing great. So what can you expect this month, Healing Zone? Let's take a look. I am going to use the Spirit Song Tarot. Let's give these a good little energy mix here. And then Ms. Lovely, you will be next. And then Angelina. All right, Healing Zone, what can you expect for this month? Okay. So you got 5 cards that popped up. So you got the King of Acorns that's coming in here, which is the King of Wands in the Standard Tarot. So that is awesome. And you've got the Temperance card, balance and harmony. So that Libra energy still hanging out till around the 21st. Wow, 3 major arcana so far. Justice, more balancing of truce. Ace of Acorns, so Ace of Wands. I love that. Kind of feel like this acorn energy is this Aries full moon coming up. And then the 9 of Crystals, the 9 of Pentacles. Wow. So this is looking good, Healing Zone. Because with the King of Acorns and the Ace of Acorns, it means you're going to have a lot of energy, a lot of fire, a lot of drive, or a lot of ambition. And the King helps you focus that energy, really focus and get things done. You know, the balancing too, of the Temperance balancing and the Justice. The Justices allow you to get really into this place in your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets too. So the Temperance, you have this balancing coming in of your energies, and you're feeling mentally balanced too. So it's like you're in this zone, which brings you the 9 of Crystals, the 9 of Pentacles, which is about feeling this wholeness and this completeness from the inside. So I really feel like it's like, just go with that balance, enjoy the process, enjoy this Libra energy in combination with this Aries full moon energy, and just let it go. Really trust yourself that you're putting things in the proper priority and that you're balancing things. Just be aware of balance, because if you over exert yourself in one direction, your body will course correct you. Is what I'm hearing. But I do love that because 9 is the Hermit kind of energy, and with the 9 of Pentacles, you're turning inward for your wholeness and your abundance. Usually they're it shows a wonderfully ordained individual in a garden by themselves with a bird, which it represents spirit. So you're in this place of abundance on your own, not with anyone else's help or influence on the outside. But you're there with spirit too. So a wonderful, wonderful, balanced, productive energy coming in. I just feel really like this is going to be a great month for you. So yay! I like that. All right, Miss Lovely, we are on to you. So, what are Jonathan's intentions towards you romantically? Jonathan, what are you doing? Let's find out. Let me see. I think I want to go to, wow, all over the place. Let's do Revelations Tarot here. So, Healing Zone, that King of Wands also represents your higher self. So, especially with that being with spirit in that garden alone, if you're feeling out of balance, really take time to connect to your higher self and take time away then, because that will help you balance. All right, so here we go. So what are Jonathan's intentions towards you romantically? Okay. Any others? Okay. Well, two cards here. We've got the Queen of Cups here. So this is a very emotional card. Double, double emotions. Let's see what this one is here too. Mm. Then we have the Death card here. No, he doesn't want to kill you. Like what? um, it is a rebirth. There is this transformation around the emotions. Um, I want to get clarification on here. Is this Queen for you or him? Oh, okay. So, my goodness, let's see here. Here we go with lighting in the beginning. Let me just try to get the lighting right. It's a little better. A little better. It's the Devil card here. So, and I had a feeling I should have just said, surprised the Devil card didn't come out because I feel like it came out here because I was like, what is he up to? But I really feel, with that Death card, there is ending and new beginning, and I just kind of feel like there's this change that's going on, and with that Queen of Cups, I really feel like it's to trust your intuition, trust your gut, because you know. And the Devil card is, basically lessons. It's showing you what is. Let me see if I can get it close enough here. See how they're tied here to the. It's showing what's binding you, what's keeping you trapped, what's keeping you um, just feeling constricted. And so what Saturn does, this is the devil energy, the Capricorn energy, it comes in, it just rattles your cage, it rattles your world so you can question your thoughts and your beliefs about your approach to something. And so when the devil card shows up, it's like, oh, this is a huge lesson because it's a major arcana. It's like, this is a big life lesson that you're in right now. Trusting your gut, trusting your intuition, because there's some sort of ending and new beginning that's happening between you and him. So, um, and I want to pull more cards, and they're telling me no. They're telling me you trust your gut, trust your intuition. That Queen of Cups is you. It's like you just know. Trust this. Don't go by this or what you're hearing. All this. Take deep breaths and get into your core and that gut and that intuition that you have, and then trust that. Don't listen to what people are saying or what you think you're seeing. Trust that deep inside of you. So yeah, I'm not sure what the transition is going to be with that is, but um just know with that devil card that of course this is a significant life altering um, situation for you because it's going to change your perspective of things. It's going to set you free in a lot of ways because you're going to realize when your cage gets rattled that it was never locked. It was never really closed. It was just kind of there. And then it rattles and you're like, "Oh, I'm free." And you're like, you always were free, but it takes your shadow to help you experience that and do that. Death and the devil sound scary and bad. It's just revealing, for us. Um, they are going to let me pull an Aboriginal Spirit Oracle deck for you card because I'm like, we need just a little extra guidance, please. We can't leave her scared. Let's find some hope. All right. So let's take a look here. What else for Miss Lovely? Right. Oh no. Oh, maybe I should stop. Challenges. No. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're all like, run, we'll protect you. Let's see what it is. I'm sure it's not that bad. There we go. Look, challenges aren't always a negative experience. If you look for the lesson that is being taught as you struggle through the traumas of the challenge, You may find the experience rewarding, which Saturn does. When you goes through that challenge, there's always a reward at the end of it. Challenges may also be seen as the universe telling you that you're headed the wrong direction. It can often be the universe's way to make you stop, take stock, and reevaluate. Challenges make us stronger. We are gifted with the skills to learn from our experiences. It is only when we are faced with the same challenge over and over again that we realize maybe we've neglected to get the message from our experiences. You know what? I'm not done yet, but I love Byron Katie. She's a wonderful, wonderful lady. If you ever have a chance to check out thework.com, highly recommend it. She's amazing. Because she goes, you know how you know um, that you want to be in this challenge? And people go, how? Because you're in the challenge. I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense. Because if you didn't want to be in it, you wouldn't be. And it's like, wow. So I like that. But it says the explanation of the card is you think you can do it all, but you can't. You keep trying and it keeps failing. The harder you work at each challenge, the worse the situation is becoming. So most of us were brought up to believe that if you just try hard enough, it will all work out. And they have in big capital letters. Wrong. Sometimes we're traveling the wrong path and we're too preoccupied to see this. The universe then steps in and creates barriers to stop us, to encourage us to reconsider our journey. It is time for you to change direction. It's not coming together because it's all wrong. It takes a lot of courage to realize that you're on the wrong path, and even more courage to change direction. You have the strength that is needed to redirect your journey, so it's time to start looking at different roadmaps. Look for those easier pathways. No more rough four-wheel drive tracks, only smooth flowing freeways ahead for you. Yes. Uh, I am getting that message loud and clear too, Miss Lovely, that it's like, you're just like, that's okay. Um, it's like, I thought all those red streamers were a carnival. No, they were red flags. We just need to slow down, take a step back, and look at things clearly, and look to, you know, a more easier, not no more four-wheel driving off road. It's like, no, there's this smoother path over here. You can take this one. There's actually a little paved path up the mountain. Not you don't have to go straight up through the trees and the brush and the thorns and all that. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting. I mean, it was in the cards, and then I asked for clarification. I'm like, "Can we just have something?" And they're like, "Here you go." At least they made it a little funny. "Bye-bye, Jonathan. Here's a t-shirt. Enjoy your journey." Yeah, I kind of feel that, it'll be one of those, thank God for unanswered prayers, right? You'll see him later and you'll be like, "Oh my gosh, that would have been me." And you're like, so thank you for your sense of humor. I love it. All right. So let's take a look here. So, all right, Anjali, you want to know if Satish is planning anything for you? I'm kind of drawn to the Rider Waite Tarot here. All right. So let's take a look here. What does Satish have anything planned for you? Oops, I didn't hit anything there. Okay. Uh-oh. I don't know. I think I'm gonna stop doing readings for tonight. The first 2 are kinda like, "Yeah, he does have plans for you," but no. Um, the 4 of Pentacles is, this, reflection inward. The 3 of Swords talks to you about expectations equal disappointment. And, that's where heartbreak comes from because we're expecting something and it doesn't work out the way we think it was supposed to. But the 4 of Pentacles also 3 of the Pentacles on here match 3 of the Swords, which is about looking for our, um, worth and our, who we are in the outside world, in relationships, in situations, in things, in our bodies and, finances. And those things are all unstable and they do equal disappointment eventually, which turn us inward to find, oops, I guess it helps if I hold it up here, our worth from inside. Instead of the outside world, we find our worth from the inside instead. And so I feel like, no, he doesn't have plans for you because that's where the disappointment comes in from. I feel like you want him to have plans for you, but there is no plans right now. And it is turning you inward to find your worth from inside of you. Because you also have the Emperor and the Five of Cups that came out. And this is about you taking charge of your emotions. And it's okay to feel the disappointment and feel, the emptiness of those, again, 3 of Cups. So you had the 3 pentacles outwards, you had the 3 swords outwards. These are the 3 cups outwards. That the disappointment that comes within those things, we came here to experience. There's nothing wrong with it. They're emotions and experiences, and you're having them. There's neither good nor bad. We're the ones that put the stories to the situation. And so it's like, yeah, go ahead, feel whatever you want to feel around those things, how they unfold, but just know behind you, you have the 2 of Cups. And the 2 of Cups represents your power to choose. And within that, that means that every moment is either of unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love. And when we're done feeling this fear of losing conditional love or, sadness, disappointment, anger, resentment, revenge, whatever it may be, that we always have the option for another choice. We're not trapped in feeling all those emotions we're told we're supposed to feel around a situation. We can choose something completely different. We can choose to laugh at a funeral if we want. We can choose to laugh at a flat tire or whatever. We're just like, hey, people might think we're crazy, but you do have this power. And I feel like that Emperor and that with that 5 of Cups is saying, yeah, you have the power. And whatever this situation is unfolding here with Satish, it's going to show you the power that you really have. And there's no wrong emotion. You don't need to beat yourself up around anything, but you get to experience it and even experiment with it. That if you feel a disappointment, you can go, you know what? This time I'm going to laugh instead, or I'm going to choose to smile, or whatever it might be. But it's like, I feel like you're, um, you know, with them not planning something, this is creating the opportunity for you to really come into your emotional power. So I like it. I like it for you. I know it may not feel good right now, but you can switch that up whenever you want. And if you feel like that, feel it, throw something across the room, do it, let it out, express it, feel it, experience it. And then when you're bored with that, choose something else. All right. Chaos. One of the things I loved when we lived in San Antonio, Texas, was um, one Thanksgiving. I think it's the year my brother joined the military. We went and they picked up 4 people in the military that were away from their families. And we got and I think it was actually Christmas too. And we bought gifts for them. We just had, gifts that were wrapped, and we just gave them to them, for them. And they were just like, that we went and picked them up, and they had this wonderful meal and all this get together. It just really made their, their life, because they were off on their own. So just a thought that came across, they were like, remember? Okay. All right. Spring. Okay. So let's take a look here. Spring, you are next. Yay. So, what does Spirit want you to know tonight? All right, let's take a look here. See what they have to say. Um, where am I being drawn here? Actually, being drawn to the Queen of the Moon Oracle for you. So let's take a look here. Yeah, right, SDA? It's like all these wonderful, our soul family is here. Thank you guys all for being here. I just really love your senses of humor and your energies. It's awesome. So, what does Spirit want you to know? And Miss Lovely will ask that question here. Oh, yeah, I can. I do past life readings. It's all information. It's like, what can you Google on the, internet? Oh, All right. So, Spring, what does Spirit want you to know tonight? All right. I tell you what. No, I'm just kidding. Darkness. I know. Sometimes I have an evil laugh. Sorry. Don't be scared. I know you're not scared. So you are entering a time of introversion, a leaner time, or a time to turn inward to plan and strategize. It is time to do shadow work, yay, which will bring big dividends later on. Truly, yay. Release what no longer works for you. One of the earliest human fears is said to be a fear of the dark. We fear what we can't see, and we fear what may be hiding. In reality, the dark is as important as the light. In nature, there are many nocturnal animals that go around the business of living under the moon, not the sun. The darker times of the lunar and seasonal cycles signal a time to naturally turn inwards, to stay close to home, to look closely at ourselves, and to plan for the light. In the northern hemisphere, the long night moon usually occurred in December around the winter solstice. And this is when the nights are indeed long and the hours of sunshine short. It's cold, and people would begin to be snowed in. It is during these long nights we can begin to do our shadow work, undertaking the self reflection needed to identify what isn't working for us and what might be causing us pain. This could be a bad habit, a destructive pattern, a recurring useless fear, or anything that holds us back from being the best we can be. Once we see these aspects of ourselves in the dark, we can simply decide whether they must go. We can decide to release them once and for all. We get to transform. I love that. Companion stone is onyx for that. So I do love that for you. I feel like I want to pull, though, yeah, from the Wild Unknown Tarot real quick, just to get an idea of what. Whoops. Okay, this one wants to come out here. Oh, okay. You got the Three of Cups. Your spiritual posse, of course, saying it's slumber party time with Spirit. You love that, I know. So let's take a look. What else would you like Spring to know? Okay. Okay, well, it's very clear. So, of course, let me do this one first. Here's the alone time, right? Here's your sword of truth, the Ace of Swords making itself known here. It's like up here. Taking you to higher capital T truths, more truths than unconditional love, more of the cutting away of the thoughts and the beliefs that no longer serve you, those that are rooted in the fears and the conditional world and the outside world. So you're cutting those away, and you have that's the mother, right? Yeah, the mother of swords. The mother of swords, which, has the ace of swords in her hands here again. And of course, the mother of swords, she rules over air, but all the queens have also water, which is intuition and the connection. And here are your three ravens. So you definitely, it's your spiritual team saying it's slumber party time. They love being in the cocoon with you. You guys have a great blast all the time, but it is time for to let some more of those fears go away, those old thoughts and old beliefs that aren't serving you anymore. You're just doing some more cleaning, ready to move up to another level. Again, I know how many levels are there, but it is a uh, good positive message that I feel is there for you. So there you go. All right. So let me see here, Miss Lovely. Did you want me to do past life? Let me see. Okay. Well, we will take a look here. Let me just scroll down here, and we will circle here. All right, Stacy and Maya. So, general question, advice, or something silly? Yeah. Tonight it seems like it's going to be the latter. They are, maybe it's that Aries energy. It's like the new birth little childish energy that's starting to like look out. So let's take a look here. So general advice for SDA. And I do have the Shaman's Dream Tarot, not tarot, but Oracle would like to speak up. All right. So let's take a look here, SDA. What, oh, what, oh, what do they want you to know? Whoa. Look at that card. Boom! Mindful. Groupthink. That might be dangerous with this group, right? Open right up to it, too. Keeping a clear mind. Hurtful thoughts. So it says the human mind can be so many things: a prison, a latrine, a circus, a temple, a cave. It can be a place of restriction or a place of never ending expansion. Right now, be careful of where you wander in your mind. The quality of your thoughts is key as you're in a fertile time for full manifestation. You want to ensure that the seeds you plant will sprout and flourish into the life you seek to grow. Be mindful not to scatter weeds. It's easy to be influenced by others right now, especially in our digital age. It's hard to protect yourself from the energy and the sheer amount of information bombarding you 24/7. If you allow all the fear and uncertainty to pollute your mind and emotions, you will fill yourself up with negativity and then see more of it in the outer world. Stay out of the gossip and other forms of groupthink, for when you cut another person down to their level due to their perceived mistakes or limit them by your envy, you activate lack for yourself. So fill yourself with thoughts of plenty. Imagine your universe unfettered by scarcity and alive with abundant hope and goodness. Be mindful of what your mind is full of and keep the faith. Good brings more good. Love, more love. Gratitude, more things to be grateful for. So a lot of that, we talk about a lot about the Two of Wands, and wherever you focus your energy is what grows. And that beautiful story about the two wolves inside of you. And, we have the black wolf and the white wolf. And my version of it is, if you feed the black wolf, they bring more black wolves to feed, and then they poop on your carpet. Whereas the white wolf is potty trained. You feed it and that grows, brings more of them, but they go to the bathroom outside. So less crap in your life and more, abundance, more growth. So whatever you're feeding your eyes and your ears and your nose and your mouth and your touch with in your physical world, whatever you're bringing in energetically is what expands and what you feed. So I feel like they're just like letting less of that stuff. I mean, less of that, stuff, and just more and more of those loving things and those things that you want in your life, what you're grateful for. So I love that. All right. So you got something silly anyway. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let me just continue scrolling here. All right. Hey, Shakira. Welcome, welcome. All right, Shakira, you are next here. So let me grab that. Oh, SGA, they added you, huh? All right. So, why do you keep having conflict with your boyfriend Desmond? What is Spirit trying to say about your relationship? Okay, let's take a look here. I do want to go to the Spirit Song Tarot. Let's find out what is happening there. And then SDA, we'll ask that clarification there. Oh, good, Chaos. I figured because you know, we're in the military. I'm pretty sure you were, but I'm like, this might be a good year to do it, right? Hey, Divine Goddess. Yep, you'll be next after that. Portia, welcome, welcome. All right. So Shakira, let's take a look here. What is this conflict with Desmond about? What's the source? Okay. Anything else? Okay, so these two here, let's see what this is about here. Okay. Well, this is a little interesting here. So you got the Traveler, which is the full card here, which is about new beginnings, ending of an old cycle and the beginning of a new one. And the Two of Acorns is the Two of Wands, which I was just talking about, right? And so the Two of Acorns, it says insight and focus, but what I was just talking about, like whatever we focus on is what grows. And so I feel what Spirit is trying to show you here is that when you focus, and you can't control what he says or does to you, you can only control what you do, right? We tend to think we can control other people, but I've had 0% success in that, and I managed over thousands of people. So, what this says is that when you whatever you focus on with him grows. So if you're focusing on what he's not doing right, who he isn't, what he's doing wrong, conflict, right? But when you change this, and I feel like this is the new journey for you, this change of, cycle of, you know, it just will continue to cycle that, but you're ready that to end in a new one where I'm not gonna possibly, and you can try this and see what happens. Focus on what you're grateful for in him and what he is doing, what you do want him to do, and and thank him for those things. Don't mention the stuff that he's not doing right and he's not doing. Instead, just find the things that he is doing that you love about him. And if you forget, go back to when you first met him when he was wonderful. Because generally what happens is we meet someone new, right? And this is where we're at right here. And we have this zero expectations because we don't even know who they are. And they come in up here, right? And you're like, awesome. And so we think all this wonderfulness about someone. And then we're like, hey, you want to go out? And we're like, okay. And immediately we start gaining expectations of what we think they should be doing and who they're supposed to be. And then we start going steady, as they call it back in the olden days. And then, like, you move in together or, whatever. It's like, wow, you know, they used to be so much, more. It's like they've never changed. It's us, our perception, our expectations, what our thoughts and everything around them have changed. If we can bring that back to when we had none, that's awesome, right? But we just really look over, um, and switch that up where you just start focusing on what you're grateful for, what you're thankful for. You may not see the change immediately in how he treats you because he's looking for consistency, but he's probably going to freak him out the first time. You're just like, you know what I love about you, how you, do that little, how you make extra coffee for me or how you bring me my cup of coffee, whatever it is, whatever, how small it is, it's gonna be like, okay, you're welcome. And then as you do it more consistently and you're doing it, purely, sincerely from your heart, really look and find what you can be grateful for. I really feel that will really change things. And if you cannot find one thing to be grateful for him, then it's time to split up. And that is the message for tonight. Boom. I don't know what is going on. Their energy is so weird tonight. All right, SDA. We should have a warning in chaos. Ask questions at your own risk tonight. Okay, so SDA, should you paint or focus on honing a spiritual gift? Okay, let's take a look here. Yeah, they want to go with these little everyday tarot. So we'll go here. You are absolutely welcome, Spring. All right. Well, we got the Two of Wands. What do we want to grow? Oh my gosh. I think this is going to be the message tonight. It's like, must be the energy. Watch all the Two of Wands come out. So whatever you want to grow, if you want to grow your, spiritual gift bigger, then focus on that. If you want to grow your painting abilities and your, you know, if you sell your artwork and do that, then focus on your painting. Whatever you want to grow in the moment, I feel that's what they want you to do. Because they also gave you the Ten of Cups here, which is about whatever your heart's desire is. There's no wrong choice for yourself. It's like, what do you want to grow? Um, that's up to you, and there's no judgment. They're like, what brings your heart joy? Do that. They're not like, oh, you chose painting. Well, we wish you would have chose spiritual gift because that's the more spiritual thing to do. But I feel like your painting, one, it's your outlet. It's how you express spirit and how you bring your energy out into the world. And I feel like if you do paintings and you sell them or give them away to people, that they don't know why they're moved emotionally and maybe even have like things transition and transform in their emotions by your painting because of the spirit you put out in your work. So, it's kind of like, yeah, right? It is both. You're like, should you paint or focus on your spiritual gift? It's the same. It is your spiritual gift. Boom. Again. Wow. Love it. All right. Well, that is your message, SGA, Stacy. Thank you. And Divine Goddess, you want an angel message. So let's take a look here. Excuse me. And we are going to use, oh, yeah, they had me pick the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. So there we go. All right. Scroll back up a little bit here. So, Divine Goddess, what would your angel like to let you know today, please? What would you like to Divine Goddess? Okay. You actually got two. The first one you got is the Lady. This is very much the Empress new birth energy too, about because you even have the little pentacle that's down here in the apple. And it says, enjoy growth and reap your rewards. And we'll see what Lady opened right up to it. That's not happening a lot here. They're like, faster, come on, reap what you have sown and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Grow and expand in all areas of your life. The Lady, known as the Empress in the traditional tarot, is the representation of the goddess, Divine Goddess, in her most fertile form. I love it. She is an abundant, bountiful, and creative being. She's closely connected to nature because it is her child. She represents maternal energy and has more than enough love to give all who need nurturing. Yet, she is a representation of the goddess Venus, too, and yearns for a rich relationship with her counterpart, the Lord. In this card, she holds an apple. Its seeds form a perfect pentagram, which is in paganism represents the 5 elements of life. Fertility, growth, and abundance are all imminent when the Lady arrives in your life. All the seeds you have planted are coming to life, and there are plenty more rewards to come. In a material sense, this card can represent financial security and comfort. It shows that there will be more than enough to go around. And if you're making business deals or setting intentions to create financial growth, this card indicates a considerable amount of monetary success. The Lady can also usher in other forms of abundance, opportunities, marriage proposals, and even the birth of a child. She will help you respect nature and connect with its forces in order to have a genuinely supported journey through life. Boom. Goddess for goddess. Then your other card, I had a feeling I should have said it, is the Lord. So the counterpart that it was just talking about in this card. Just can't make it up. Take charge with authority. So the Lord is the next page. Don't be afraid to take charge or use your voice. Be strong. The Lord is the consort of the Lady, the Emperor in the traditional tarot. He represents an authoritative male who isn't afraid to lay down the law, but this doesn't mean he's angry or chauvinistic. He is self-possessed, reliable, and ambitious, a man of honor who has earned his place in society. The Lord in this oracle holds a ram staff and wears a crown of antlers, showing he keeps himself firmly rooted in the ground and is protective of his people. His regal air indicates he has a taste for the finer things in life, yet he is sensitive to those who are less fortunate than he is. Sometimes you have to take control in order to be honored. If you feel that your kindness or gifts are being taken for granted, it's time to change that. There's no excuse for bad behavior, and the ancestors are encouraging you to hold your ground and speak your mind in a fiercely loving way. You have the energy and might to overcome dramas or energies that aren't working for your growth. And it's time to take charge before you find yourself in a situation you don't want to be in. You are being encouraged to be the boss instead of being bossed. So, this card also brings the energy of ambition and can show you have the potential to move upwards on a professional level, but only if you act with authority and show who you really are. And I love that. So, both of those is the divine masculine, divine feminine energy, which we all have both. And they're coming in very strong, showing these two sides of you, these messages of the angels, just showing you your true power and who you are and the authority you can take, and the both sides that you can have both at the same time. You don't have to be this or that. You know, you can be a manifester and move things in your life while still asking for wishes and being a chalice, while being the wand, by well being the chalice and being the wand. You can be both, and you can juggle both. So I love that for you, divine goddess. Boom! I just feel a lot of power. I'm getting hyper, you guys. I don't know. You might want to run. Okay. So, Portia, you are next. Is M from your past life? Let's take a quick sip here. I don't know why they're having me grab the numerology guidance cards, Portia, but we're gonna obey. I, it's just what I do. All right. Okay, here we go. So, is M from your past life for Portia? So, music is what came up here, card number 32. And let's go and let's take a look and see what it says here. So it says this card indicates a need for you to listen to music you enjoy in order to improve your health, your well being, and your overall quality of life. Playing, singing, composing, or listening to beautiful music that fills your heart with joy automatically raises your vibration and enhances your connection to source. Because you attract what you feel in this magnetic vibrational world, when you consistently feel good, you can make your dreams come true. Music is the ultimate way to bring yourself into alignment because it only takes a few minutes to sing your favorite song in the shower rather than worry about your day, listening to inspirational music while driving rather than stress about traffic, or play your favorite CD while doing housework rather than fret about the mess. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with your natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are encouraging you to listen to music that you love. It truly has the power to heal your body and your life. When you fill your heart with music, you can manifest your dreams. And the affirmation for the card is the healing power of music brings you closer to your dreams. Now, I know it's like, what's that got to do with if he's in my past life? One, they want to let you know that your whatever your vibration is, what you draw into your life. But when the word composer popped in there, I did have flashes of past life type of stuff. It wasn't like a composer nowadays. It was like the old composers, olden time composer. So I feel like that is a yes on that. And I also felt like, what is your favorite song? Like, is there something in one of your favorite songs about someone from the past? Is it anything along those lines? Because that also was coming up for me as I was doing that. But I feel like that'll be a confirmation for you. It's like one of your favorite songs. It's like almost like they were saying, like you hear an oldies song, which I'm getting to the age now where I'm in an elevator and I'm like, oh wow, songs I know are on Muzak. It's like, oh no, oh, I'm getting old. But it's like the hearing an old song is like an old memory of someone, right? And so I just feel like through all of that, that they were saying that yes, they are from a past life. So I love it. Fun, fun. What an interesting evening. All right. I sometimes can Google on the internet, Stacy. All right. So, Chasmin, should you give Jay a chance romantically? Let's take a look here. You know, there are no shoulds in the spiritual world. There's always options. There's always could. I replace should with could. So, could I give Jay a chance romantically? Absolutely. But we'll ask, is it in your highest experience for you to give Jay a chance romantically? And I do want to use the Radiant Rider Waite for that. And hey, Pompey, it looks like you did retract your message. So if you do still have a question, you can pop it down below. Hey, Marie, welcome, welcome. I know I say hi to you guys like long time after you actually arrive in the chat room, so I apologize. Aditi, hello. All right. Hey, happiness. All right. So, Jasmine, is it in your highest experience to give Jay a chance romantically? Or what do they want you to know if you do? Oh, well, you have the Ten of Pentacles here, which is a very beneficial, uh, you know, wonderfully explosive card for the outside world, as well as the Eight of Pentacles is about moving up, that you're ready to move to a new level in the outside world. So I feel like that would be yes, that it is in your highest experience to give them a chance, because that would be moving up to the next level in your friendship, your relationship. And the Ten of Pentacles is an abundance card. It also is a card of breaking old family chains and habits and things that have been passed down from generation to generation, belief systems or addictions and all that kind of stuff. It's like whatever was passed down from generation to generation, it's also a chance for you to break that. I'm not sure what that has to do with that relationship, but maybe it is about the type of person you choose, or they help you overcome certain type of old habits, or you help them overcome something as well. But yeah, I think with that eight and that 10 of Pentacles, that's a double thumbs up. So I like that for you. All right. Let me just double check here. I do not see anything else. So I do see, like I said, Donnie, Pompey, you did retract your message, so I don't have any reading for you. I will just skip on by. I'm assuming you had to go somewhere. You are welcome, Anjali. Let me just move this over. I keep activating stuff on the side of my screen. Okay, here we go. All right. I believe I am to Aditi. And you said, I'm curious to know, how will your stepfather how will your stepfather be? So just what how's your stepfather going to, like your interactions with him for the future is kind of what I'm picking up there. Spiritual guidance for your current situation. Okay. Okay. Very good. So let's take a look and see. Um, I do want to go to the Wild Unknown Tarot. We'll see what they have to say about that. And then Marie, you will be next. And happiness. Did you have like you wanted a general reading, or did you have a specific question you wanted to ask? Because we'll be up after that. So if you have a specific question, you can pop it down below. If you just want a general, you can put that too. Otherwise, I will just assume it's a general, and Spirit knows what you want. So we'll do that. All right, Aditi, let's talk about the stepfather. What is going on with step monster father? That's from a movie, isn't it? Molly Ringwald. I don't know why I'm getting this stuff tonight. What is happening to me? All right. So you got the Mother of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups. Then you also have the Hanged Man. Okay, we're seeing a little trend here. And the Son of Cups, which would be the Prince of Cups. I'm sorry, the Knight of Cups or the Prince of Cups. And you have the Six. I think those are swords. Yeah, this is the Six of Swords. See, those are swords, right? Yes, they're not wands. So it's interesting. I feel like what's happening here, the Six of Swords represents a movement of thought and belief. So, like they had their mind set on certain ways of believing and thinking, and maybe choices or whatever's going on in the situation. But I feel like they're going to have this change of mind. They're moving from a place of rough waters to a place of calmer waters. They're moving from a place of, this type of thinking to this type of thinking. And, the Hanged Man shows us it's like a higher perspective, a different point of view. And those combined together are really telling me that there's like whatever the situation is, they're switching, they're seeing things differently. Things are really starting to kick in. And I mean, you've got both the mother and the son, but you also have it's the queen and the knight, and they both are bringing the chalice, which is full of unconditional love. It's the higher love, it's the higher emotion. And so I feel like there's this change that happens, if you're at odds or if they're in a disagreement, if there's something going on, I feel like there's this change that's happening. Something is happening in their world where it is this change of how they're feeling. Something happens that triggers them. It almost like if they were grumpy, suddenly something happens and they're happy. And so I really feel like there's this transformation that's happening in this situation here. And there is this nudge with all that too, with the Queen of Cups and the Hanged Man, for you to trust your intuition and kind of get out of the mind and what you think you're seeing. Trust your gut, trust your heart in situations with him as well, because the Knight of Cups is movement. So there's a lot of movement here too, with the Six of Swords and the Son of Cups or the Knight of Cups. It's about movement. So there is change. There's things changing both mentally and emotionally between whatever situation you're talking about here. So hopefully that makes clear sense for you there and that resonates, but that's what they would like you to know with that situation. So I like it. All right. So Marie, you are up. Let's take a look here. So, what zodiac sign do you look for a serious love, for a relationship with? Okay, we will take a look here and see what they would recommend for you. We are going to use the Revelations Tarot. We'll see what we have going on. All right, let's take a look here. So, what zodiac sign would you recommend for the highest experience for Marie? What zodiac sign, please? Okay. Well, we'll go with this is the one that popped up. You do have a moon card here, which is all about the water signs. So, of course, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio is what they have here. Let me see if they'll give me any other clarity around any of that. Okay. Well, you have the Chariot card, so they're saying that it's your power of choice is huge with this too. So they're when I was asking for clarity on, well, which one, and they're like, you choose. You can choose any of the water signs they feel will be compatible for you. And that's their sun sign, is I'm assuming what you were wanting to know, and they knew that's what we were looking for. Because even though this individual, even though they might be a water sun, they're going to have a ton of other, all the other planets or all the other ingredients that go into the soup. So, it's like, I want a tomato soup. So, this is tomato soup, but within the tomato soup, there's some, basil, some oregano, and this and that. And there's other stuff that's added into it that makes up each individual. So, but they're saying a water sign would be what would be well for you, which is great because that means they're in tune with their emotions. And it seems like that would be a great match for you, a good balancing. So, any of those three, they say, any of the three water signs. So there you go. I like it. All right. Let me continue going down the list here. I already answered a DT. Ooh, scroll back up. There it goes. Let me see. Did happiness add anything down below? Yes, you are still here. All right, happiness. So I don't see that you posted a specific question. So Spirit knows what you're looking for. So we will pull a general reading, but it'll answer whatever question you have. And I feel like we're being drawn first to the Divine Guidance deck for the Oracle. Let's see what we got here. All right. So, what would you like happiness to know? Oh, okay. What's your message? Okay. Petey. So you got card number 8. Beautiful, beautiful red. And we call these they're fractal imaging, but I call them the spiritual ink blot test. So whatever you see in here is up to you. Obviously, there's a very clear yin yang on there, which I know this card is all about balance because I just used it in a reading earlier today. And it says, life is all about balance. And this card is here to help you create more balance in all aspects of your life. All aspects of your life. Work and play, relationship time and alone time, social time and quiet meditation, physical activity and rest, giving and receiving, feminine energy and masculine energy. Balancing out each aspect of your life will enable you to give your energy to the world in a much more grounded and centered way. So it's all about balance, baby. And I do want to pull a couple of these Radiant Rider Waite Tarot. I am just full. You must be you guys. I'm like energized right now. Or maybe there was something in my tea. No, I think it's you guys. Wow. I just feel giddy happy. I don't know what's going on. It's the spirit, I know, but boom boom. Okay, so what else? What do they want you to know about this balance? What area of your life or what advice around this balance, please? Okay. Okay. I see. Whoops. I'm all hitting things on my keyboard. Okay, there it is. So you got the Six of Pentacles, which is all about balancing giving and receiving. So that is my codependency awareness card. So it is definitely, coming in here uh, to really look at your relationships and how and your beliefs about yourself too, because you also have the Ace of Swords coming in here, which the Ace of Swords is about your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets, and it's having you question those thoughts and those beliefs you have about your worth, because in a codependent relationship, which I feel like I talk about this a lot, so for those of you that watch a lot, you're probably repeating as I'm saying it, but it's all about what we learned when we were younger about our worth and what we're worthy of, and that we're taught that we have to give, like 100, 1,000 of something in order to be worthy to get one thing back. And it's usually you had to, like, you weren't getting a lot of attention. You might have been a child of like many children, or your parents were busy off doing their own lives and you had to do something really big to get their attention. And so that sets this kind of really a perfectionist mentality of all or nothing. It's like you either got a whole bunch of attention by doing extreme things or nothing. And so there's this belief that you have in yourself about, what you have to do to get attention and to be worthy to receive attention. And that's what they're balancing out. They're like, yeah, you don't need to be overgiving. It's 50 of something for 50 of something, or one and one, not 1,001 or 101 or 10 and one. You deserve to receive as equally as you are giving. And you have the Death card here, which is about death and rebirth. It's ending that cycle. It's ending that way of approaching things. And so it's ending the out of balanceness and really bringing that into a wonderful equal giving. So, they're like nudging you to really look at your beliefs about yourself and understand it's usually going to be have happened somewhere in your earlier years. Usually it's 7 and under, where we're having our emotional development and our definition of our, emotionally, of who we feel we're supposed to be and need to be. So you can revisit that and look at it, and kind of get to the root of that. So some great resources for that are for my codependency journey. I'm covering enabler and codependent relationships. Was The Path to Love by Deepak Chopra. Life changing, as I always say. And then also, most recent book that helped me even get deeper than into the cellars and the deep basement of the cellar was The Presence Process by Michael Brown. So 2 amazing books, if any of those resonate for you. So there you go, happiness. If you have additional questions, you can pop them down and I'll circle back down the list here. All right. And so DT, we already answered your question. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. And Sade, hello, hello. Is it okay for you to trust Jay? I don't know. Let's find out here. Actually, they're switching up on me here. They do want the spirit song. We'll take a look here and see what is Jay trustworthy. We'll find out. We're going to get to the bottom of it here. All right. One card already came out here. So let's take a look. I thought another one was going to come out. Let's see. Well, last way through here. No, it's just the one card. Let's take a look and see what it is. Three of Feathers, which is the Three of Swords in the Standard Tarot. Release and recovery. The Three of Swords, just so you know, normally has this big heart in it with three swords stuck in it. So I would say that if you trust them, that there will be disappointment. And there you go. That is a clear message. Yeah. All right. All right. Let me keep looking down here. All right, Chaos. Let's take a look here. And you have, should you visit the Virgo male or Capricorn male on the way to see your mother in the next 2 weeks? Well, let's take a look here. I'm going to go to the Wild Unknown Tarot, and I'm just going to pull a card for each. Oh, I know. Rider, wait. I'm catching on. I know there's certain ones you like it, but let's just use the Rider, wait. They were all, hello. Uh-oh. Confirm the gut feeling. Hey, Debbie, love and light to you as well. All right. So, El Numero Uno, Virgo male. What would you like? Okay. All right. And then Capricorn male. Earth energy, huh? And you got 2 for them. So, Virgo male. And then Capricorn male. Oh my gosh. So they don't tell you yes or no, but Virgo male will, of course, prompt you reviewing some old thoughts and beliefs that were making you feel blinded and bound and trapped. And then, of course, Capricorn male is going to really be this kind of tower moment that really has you do a lot of inner reflection on like loss. You know, the tower is all about something being removed out of your life. I feel like visiting them just brings back a memory of loss for you that, you know, causes you to do some deep inner reflection, which, you know, I know, you know, that could be like what you're wanting. Or you could be like, you know what, I'm all tapped out on doing inner shadow work right now. I'm gonna go visit, you know, my mother. I need all the energy I can get. Psh, keep on driving. But that's totally up to you. So you have your gut feelings. Now you have your information. And I know you're gonna make whatever choice you're gonna make. And neither of them is gonna be wrong. All right. So that's it for that. And then we are down to, hey, Shay. I think it's Shay, C-H-E, right? And let me just take a look here. All right. So, what are David's current feelings towards you? What's coming towards you? Okay, let's take a look here. I do want to use the Wild Unknown Tarot, so we'll take a look there. Hey, Pompey, welcome back. Yes, yes. You had retracted your comment, I think, and so that's why I didn't know. But you will be next after this. So thank you. Welcome back if you did leave and come back. SD, Stacy. That's funny. Cleopatra, Queen of Denial. That was the name of a book. I think it was Alcoholics Anonymous book called Cleopatra, Queen of Denial. All right. So for Shay, C-H-E, what are David's current feelings towards? Please ask that one first. Okay. Okay. And then what's coming towards you? Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. So the first card you have is the High Priestess. So I feel like with these current feelings, they're deep and they're the High Priestess is secretive, kind of like she's behind the veil, she's hidden. So it's kind of like this veiled emotions, right? They're not being very forward with them. But they have the Empress here, which the Empress is a great card. It's new birth, it's life, it's Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. And I kind of feel like he sees you in that way, that you're a very nurturing individual, which is good, right? And you have the Eight of Wands, which is zap. It has a lot of energy, it's passion, it's drive, and that's a lot of it that eights are. And so there's enough energy there where I feel like there's possibly action that may be coming. Because there's also the Six of Swords, which is a card of movement. It is also a card of a change of thoughts and beliefs. And so I feel like with that, the Six of Swords also represents communication. I mean, swords represent communication. So the Six of Swords can represent movement in your communication too. And what's headed towards you, well, Ace of Cups, which is, basically higher love, new emotion, new enhanced emotion, emotion that is usually the Ace of Cups talks about unconditional love from above in the spiritual place. But since we're talking about a relationship, this really is saying that there's some love, a higher level of love coming in. So I think things are kind of changing between you guys, but I feel like it's a change in a good way, even though he has his feelings veiled. So it's tentative, and there is movement, but I don't feel like I didn't get a knight in there, which would be fast movement. Even though the Eight of Wands is a lot of energy and usually means a lot of energy coming in fast. So I kind of feel like it's going to come out of nowhere. You're just going to be like, whoa, well, hey, it's just going to kind of take it to a different level fast. But I feel like it does come out of nowhere with that High Priestess there too. So that's what they have for you there. All right, Pompey, let's take a look here. Should you move back with your mom? So as I was saying earlier, there are no shoulds in the spiritual world. There's always coulds. Could you move back in? Absolutely. Is it for your highest experience? That is what we'll find out. So let's take a look and see. I feel like I want to use these same cards. We'll see what they would like you to know. If you move back in with your mom, what would that do? What does that look like for you? Anything else? Okay. So let's take a look here. Oh, look. So that is the Queen of Pentacles, which is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. Um, and it is, there is this taking care of yourself, you know, energy in that too. What's best for you? But, you know, of course, how could you not see that and go, she's going to take care of you? And, you know, of course, you know all this. You're like, yeah, I know. It's going to be like, almost, you know, she's going to overly take care of you, kind of like in your stuff. And I did your laundry or your all that kind of stuff. And you're like, oh my God, don't get in my stuff, you know. But I kind of feel like that is there. You also have the Daughter of Cups, which would be the Page of Cups. So, you know, this is a unconditional love that flows over there, which I kind of feel like, you know, is uh, it's always a wonderful place. We have unconditional love, you know, from our mothers, even though they might, you know, they always love us no matter what. So it's a really safe place. You know, I feel for you. And you have the six of swords has come up like three times already. But this is movement of your thoughts, and it is movement from rough waters to calmer waters. It is a change of mindset. And I kind of feel like with you moving back in with her, you're going to see her in a different way yourself. And it's changes, you know, you're having changes in your life with this movement, but kind of feel like your thoughts and beliefs about her are going to change too as a side effect of it all. And then you have the Four of Pentacles, which does represent, you know, stable energy in your outside world, in your finances, in your worth, and those types of things. So I kind of feel like this is a positive thing for you. Um, you know, if you did choose to move back in, because I feel like it's just going to allow you to get back on your feet. It's going to really give you the solid foundation, and it's going to change your relationship with them because you've changed, she's changed, and I do like that for you. All those are positive cards. I see no concerns with it in with those cards. All right, SDA. Well, hey, if you are serious about knowing something about a past life, we can definitely um, access that and see what they want you to do here. Very good. All right. I see that you're serious. Let's take a look here. All right. Okay. Sorry if you see me talking to myself. I'm not talking to myself. They're talking to me. They're talking to me. There's no one in the room except Angels and Ancestors Oracle is where they want to go here. Because this is going to talk about the a little bit of the era, possibly, but more of the personality that you experienced. So let's take a look here. What past life would you like Stacy to know about? Okay. So you got the Direction Guardian here. So we're going to see what they have to say here for you. So they're talking about connecting with your deepest desires and then choosing the path that will make your heart and soul sing. The Direction Guardian card represents the angels of direction. And these amazing angels are the ones who come to us when we're at a crossroads and don't know which way to go. When we are unsure of what is right for us or the bigger picture, they can help us know what is best for all involved. And the direction guardian card refers to the vision of the Hebrew prophet Ezekiel, who is said to have seen an angel with four different faces. One was a child, one was a bull, one was a lion, one was an eagle. And these four faces show that angels can appear in many guises and guide us in many different directions, but also for our highest good. So your path is not set in stone, and your angels and guides have no expectations for you, nor should you have any for yourself. There are many directions you can take. None of them are wrong, as they hold perfect opportunities to grow and to learn. But life is to be enjoyed and savored. So if you know that there's a decision to be made, and particularly if you are feeling indecisive, choose the path you know is going to make you light up, and choose with your heart. So I love that. Now, as I was reading that, one, I feel like, of course, we all take time off sometimes during our lifetimes. And sometimes we'll take turns where it's like, no, I'm going to be the guide. I'll hang out here and I'll do stuff behind the scenes and in the invisible realm for you. So I do show that you were very much someone's spirit guide in their life, which we can do that. I know, right? It's like, what? Yeah, we are able to do so many things. It's amazing. So that is like one of the lifetimes that you had, was you were just like, I'm going to take a buy on this one, take a pass, and I'll be the one that helps and goes around. And it was interesting. I saw like an actual sign, like an old sign, like Roman times, like there was a sign, that they had back then, that was guiding. And I feel like that was around the time that you were a guide for someone in there, which is interesting now that you're, Cleopatra, you're like that you were around, and that's why I think you have a affinity for the time frame, was because of that. But when I first started reading it, I saw a barmaid in the more the night days, more of that time frame. But I really see the information they're giving me is like you were this, um, uh, it was more like Scottish, Irish kind of, that area of the world where you were a tough cookie. And even though I felt like you owned it, you ran it, you had the little inn, it was a little small thingy, it was the community. You were the hub of the community where everyone came, and it was a joyful place. And like when it said singing, I saw the singing of everyone singing in the pub, in the bar. And um and even though you were a tough cookie and people knew, "Psh, don't mess with her," you were also, everyone knew they could come to you for help and assistance. And you had this laugh that was just beautiful and beautiful and beautiful. And but it was just very much just this wonderful, wonderful, um place that people would come and enjoy. And it was just like this place. So I don't know if you have like that, a draw to that part of the world, or if that resonates with anything there. They're just letting you know that there was this place, and you had this very strong the strength that, I mean, if there was a fight, you would break it up type of thing. So I really, really love that for you. So don't know if that resonates, but that's what came through for you for that. That's funny. I didn't even think about the Cleopatra thing until they were like, yeah, see the line? Okay. I tell you, I'm not the smart one in this relationship. All right. And then we'll move on here to Nia. Thank you, Nia. So there we go. Did you do the right thing with leaving Jay alone? Okay, we'll see if that was in your highest experience here. And we're going to pull from the Spirit Song Tarot and see what we have. right. So for Nia, was that for the highest good? Okay. Yeah. Yes. I'm just kidding. Wouldn't that be great if I just didn't show cards and I'm like, answered your questions? Yes. No. Because you have the so I tell you, I don't know what it is. They're just silly tonight. So 10 of crystals is the 10 of pentacles in the standard tarot. This is about breaking the chains, but it's about abundance and it's about um, you know, the it'd be like the right thing to do. It's like it's yes, it's the um positive thing. It's a positive thing. Because you have the ace of shells here too, which is the ace of cups, which is about higher love, higher emotion. It's a positive card emotionally. And then you have um, the seven of acorns, which the seven of acorns is the seven of wands, which is about the higher ground and not needing to defend, not needing to feel like you have to protect your energy and your choices type of thing. Um, and then I'll show these two together because you've got the Justice card, which is the balancing of truths and shows that um, connected and you had this balance of thought and belief. The Six of Shells is the Six of Cups, and this is the nostalgia card, the memory card. And I feel like out of all of them, these other ones are all successful and all that stuff. And the Six of Cups tells us why, because the Six of Cups is about memories and looking back over the past. And it's like learning from past memories, healing past memories, uh, moving yourself forward to the sixes are very much this flow of allows emotion to flow and allow things to go where they're intended to go. So I feel like that is a very positive yes, that was in the highest experience for you to leave Jay alone. So uh, I do uh, think that's what they want to say. All right, so let me keep going here. Thank you guys so much for your patience. As always, as I scroll down, I'm loving. I don't know what's going on tonight. I just feel giddy. I feel almost high. I don't know what it is. All right. Let's keep going down here. Napoleon is another. That's interesting. All right. All right, Courtney. So you are next. Hello, hello. So what's coming up in love for me and when? Okay. Well, let's take a look and see what they have to say here. And we're going with the Spirit Song Tarot. And then Angelina, you'll be next for your general reading. All right. So what's coming up in love for you? And we'll start with that here. Okay. So they already had one card pop up. Okay. So you did get the World card here, which is the ending of a major cycle and the beginning of a new one. So old things ending, new things beginning. And I feel like because the Three of Swords, the Three of Feathers here, which is all about, it says here, recovery and release. Normally the Three of Swords or the Three of Feathers is like a heart with three swords stuck in it, which represents heartbreak, which represents, uh, disappointment. And I feel like that's not what's coming up for you in love. And it's like, yay, I can't wait. This is like a change of how you're approaching love. Like, I feel like you're ending cycles of heartbreak. And um, I'm going to pull some more cards, but I feel like you have been looking at what you've been learning. And I think you've recognized some patterns in your past relationships. Like, you're like, why do I keep on attracting the same type of person? And uh, because you've invested that and you're bringing this unknowing of why you did it, and you started thinking, going, oh, now I know why. It's like you're realizing what echo from your past is bringing these same type of people, because they are making you feel a certain way that you did earlier in your life, and you're ready to move beyond that pattern. You're ready to move beyond that cycle. Yeah, because here's balance and harmony. So we love to see that after all seeing all those other cards, right? So you are having this balance, this wonderful balance that comes in here. Um, and let's see about any timing. Well, you got the all right. Got the Queen of Acorns, which is the Queen of Wands, which is, see, can you see that? Go on, passion, passion and creativity. The Queen of Wands, major energy, passion, drive, gets things done. It's a lot of energy. Excuse me, which for me is basically saying that it's going to be occurring faster, more sooner than later. They don't give dates and times like that, but with this Queen of Fire and with this big Aries full moon happening this weekend on Sunday, I kind of feel like there's this ignition that's coming up for you. I actually feel maybe even if you're going to a Halloween party, I don't know where that came from. It just came out of nowhere. um, that there's this spark that happens, um, but being aware of the patterns and the old ways of looking at things is definitely coming into play. And let's see what else I wanted to say here. Whoa. Yeah, there you go. Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel is turning and bringing in um, divine appointed relationships. And that's the reminder to me, too, to let you know that all those past relationships were on purpose, for a purpose, too, to reflect back to you how you feel about yourself. And so, with all this reflection that you're having to end this cycle of keeping on bringing the same old, and you know what they say, you do what you always did, you get what you always got, and you're done with that. And so, I love that for you. Just be aware of that pattern. If you do some more of that reflection, understanding where it's coming from, you have until October 31st or whatever that Halloween party is, that get together that you're going to be getting into at the end of the month. And I feel like there's going to be some sparks around that time for you. So, think about what you're going to wear. What costume are you going to wear? I like that. All right. So, Angelina, you want a general reading and you wanted an angel message. So, I'm going to pull here from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. Or did I already do that for you? This seems familiar, but I think someone else asked for angel reading. Let me just make sure real quick here. I don't think. Nope. So we are doing one. And if you already did get one, hey, we're generous. We'll give another one. And then happiness, you are next. No, Stacy, you can never change your question. Especially since I don't look down. It's like whatever I see, unless spirit goes look down, I won't be looking down. But that's okay. I mean, I don't mind answering multiple questions, so you're all right. So I'll answer that other one here after that. All right. So, Angelina, general reading, angel message. Okay. So, two cards popped out. Got the Traveler and Autumn. So, those together are a message even before we really look at what it says on the bottom here. So, if you were looking at traveling in autumn, which if you're in the northern hemisphere, we're in autumn. But autumn says release the old and rest, and traveler is moving in a new direction. So that is pretty clear there that they are, having you move in this new direction. I am going to read the traveler, which says, welcome any opportunities to travel, either to the outer world or to the inner worlds. And the traveler card does represent the gypsy spirit within. The opportunity to move in a new direction is coming your way, and ancestral wisdom is encouraging you to welcome it with open arms. So, going on a trip is an exciting process because not only do you learn about the world, you also learn about yourself. And this card often comes up when you have a chance to go through a process of awakening and understand even more about the amazing qualities you have to share with the world. Often, such journeys can be lonely, but this in itself can teach you that you are never really alone, and your angels and ancestors are there for you. I love that. And then autumn, those are in the back, I believe. The seasons. Yep, there they are. And that says, release all of the pressure and expectation weighing you down. Shed it all so that you can recover before moving into a time of renewal. Autumn is when the trees are preparing for the long, cold winter and must let go of all the weight they are carrying in order to continue to grow and prosper. Sometimes you too just have to surrender an aspect of yourself in order to continue to grow and prosper. The raven on the autumn card shows that there is an opportunity to heal at this time. In Celtic animal medicine, the raven is the bird of healing and initiation. So the healing it brings is a shift that allows you to move into a more powerful psychic space where you can be more aware of your needs and desires and be better supported. I like it. So definitely a confirming message of two separate cards coming together for you there, Angelina. And I do love that for you, especially if you're going to go traveling. I like traveling inward. I'm an introvert and I'd much rather do inner travel than outer travel. But that's me. That's who I am. And I have tons of people who love to go travel and they're like, hey, let's go here. And I'm like, that's for a different friend. You know who I am. All right, let's continue to go here. So, happiness. So, here is your question. All right. So, let's take a look here. Your question is, who is the person who sent the Snapchat friend request by the name Sandra Cynthia? Wow. Well, let's take a look here and see what they have to say about that. See if they can give you any guidance, any hints. All right. So, who is this person? Who is it that sent this request? All right, so they gave you three cards. Let's see what this is about. Interesting. So they have the Ten of Pentacles here. So it is someone that seems to be well balanced. And I almost, when you look at both of these together, I mean, you have the Knight of Swords too, which is someone who is in pursuit of higher truth. I almost feel like I don't know why I'm getting student, but I'm getting that. And then, like an air sign, like they're very much in their head. They may not be a sun sign, air sign, but they have a lot of air in their chart where they're very much in their head. They study. There's like the student kind of energy there. And that 10 of Pentacles, tells me that they've got, they're well off. They've got abundance. They've got, you know, money coming in. So I almost think of someone in IT. I don't know why, but that they're, studying IT or they're doing IT and going to school type of thing. But then there's Temperance here. So Temperance is this person that kind of goes back and forth, with the cups there. So I feel like if this tells you who this kind of person is, I kind of feel like they come and they go, they come and they go. It's like I don't want to say wishy-washy, but they're inconsistent. And it's like they're there and then they're not, and then they're there and then they're not. So not sure if that helps anything with that, but I feel like that this is that individual, that's the kind of person that it is. And that's all I can give you on that. They won't give me, names and any of that. But I feel like they'll make them so it'll make you will uh, find out, who they are. If it's not really them, then you'll find out who they are. Yeah, because I got the Lovers card coming in here too, which I don't know if that's an X that's pretending to be someone else, but that's also the emotional choice card. It's like you get to choose what emotion you put into any situation, right? And so if you feel that this person isn't someone that you want to deal with, you don't have to. It's your power of choice in the situation too. So don't feel powerless in that. All right. So, SDA, is Lisa stalking your Facebook or Instagram? Ooh, let's find out. I'm going to go back to these everyday tarot here. And we will take a look. Hey, Ajjushri, you will be next. Hey, New Moon, good to see you too. Hopefully, you're still hanging out here. I'm getting down toward the bottom a little bit. All right. So let's take a look here. Is Lisa stalking you on Facebook or Instagram? What can you tell us about this, please? Not done yet. Okay. It's funny because I was like, what is this? It's the World Wide Web. So I feel like you're being watched. Yeah, especially with if you see up in the corner here. So can I get that to focus? See up in the corner. Someone's watching you on the World Wide Web. So I would take that as a yes. Oh my gosh. What is going on tonight? Yeah. And they also gave you the Nine of Wands here too. Just know that you hold the block. It's like you have wounds. It's like you hold the power. You get to determine what blocks there are or what you let into your life or into your inner realm, right? Yeah, because they say this is the peace of mind card. So rest easy, let go of the expectations and those thoughts and those beliefs and all that. Just seek your higher truths, let those cut away all those, and um, you know, rest your mind, rest your mind. I like that. All right. So, Anne Jushri, how will your divine counterpart be as a person? And how will they approach you? Okay. So, how you basically will you meet them? All right. So, let's take a look here. I do feel, let's go to the Revelations Tarot for that. And to everyone coming in, I do go in order of the chat. So, I see that you thought you were being, you're being polite and try not to mess everyone else up there, Pompey, but it's like stepping out of line. If you delete your comment, then it's like, uh-oh, got to start back at the beginning. So in the future, I appreciate your big heart in doing that. But yeah, you don't have to do that. Just it won't mess anything up. I just go down the list. And if I run out of time when my battery starts to run out in my body, then I'll be back. Especially this weekend. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. and then 5 p.m. on Instagram, and then back here at 8 p.m. Mountain, and then Sunday morning at 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. in the evening. So I will be here a lot. I like it. All right. So how will you know them as a person? We'll look at that first. Like, what type of person will this divine counterpart be? Okay. And then, like, what will be the situation of the meeting, right? I kind of feel that. Okay. So the kind of person so you have the death card here. So they're going to be a zombie, which is pretty cool. Maybe you'll meet them on Halloween. Just kidding. This means someone that has gone through a big rebirth within themselves. So I really like that because they also have the moon card here, which could mean like they're a water sign, but I feel like they are very intuitive and they have gone through like this big rebirth in their lives. And so, I just really like that because it means that they had a lot of challenges, you know, and it's like a phoenix. You don't want the old phoenix who's like, they've already caught in flames and they've risen from the ashes, this brand new, strong, wise individual. And that's kind of feel what they've done. And they've got a lot of intuitiveness. So they could be, like I said, a water sign because they're really in tune with their emotions and aware. Like they've got their sixth sense and their good intuition. And they have the Three of Pentacles here too, which means, uh, in addition, that combination of this too works so well because it means they've learned to be their authentic selves and they don't listen to people that take them off in different directions, trying to people please and or not, make people angry. They are, they know what they want and they stick to their path, but not in like a, because of that death and rebirth. I feel like they really understand, and especially too with that moon, being aware of people's emotions and knowing what people are feeling. They're very sensitive to people's emotions, so they won't be, jerks about things, but they know how to say things. They know how to smoothly move and keep the things there, that type of thing. So their communication skills are mwah. How you will meet, let's take a look here. So interesting. Okay, so let's take a look here. So you've got, let's see, the Temperance card here, which is about a balancing in this 10 of Wands here as well. And then you also have the Page of Cups. So because this is, representing like higher love and newer love, this is them telling me that this is how you meet. I feel the 10 of wands is about a lot of energy, like, at a point, it's like a point where both of you are going through a restart, like an ending and a new beginning. And there's this balancing that's happening that's going through it. And um, I just feel like it's like you're both out of relationships, of course, and oh, that's not always the case. I shouldn't say of course. You're both out of relationships, and there's both these endings. You both have come out of situations that were just so overwhelming. You had invested so much energy into them that you're free. And I just feel like you're in this the temperance feels like you're in this place of where you go for peace. Like, where do you go to balance yourself? Like, if you ever have an argument with family or friends, or something rough going on with your life, where do you go outside of your house? If it's you go into your closet and hide, that's not where you're going to find them. Don't worry. You're like, what? This is like, where do you go to lift your spirits? Where do you go to find relaxation and relief? Is if there's I don't want to say if there's a resort you go to, but it's like there's this place you go to get out of town, or a place you go to in town where it's just your go-to place for peace. I feel like that's where where you guys will meet. So that is your answer. Boom. All right. Let's continue going here. All right. Boom, boom, boom. That was done. Good to see you again too, New Moon. All right. I think I'm up to you. Let's see. All right. Yep, we are to you. So you'd like a general reading. So let's take a look here. What? I want to go to an oracle. Okay. Let me get out. I packed up the book that goes with this animal spirit guide. There we go. So we're going to use the animal spirit wild unknown for your first card, and then we might even follow up with the wild unknown tarot. All right, let's take a look here. So, New Moon, what would they like you to know, please? Okay. So, first you got the starfish. And then you got the unicorn. Two great cards to have there. So let's take a look here. First, you have a water animal coming in. And they're not in alphabetical order. So let me just find it. There we go. So first, that's beautiful, alluring, superficial, or shallow. It says the starfish is a natural and exquisite beauty, mesmerizing to all. Being around someone with starfish energy is a thrill, like you've been put under a spell of divinity itself. The problem is, these creatures have been reliant on how they look and what other people think of them for so long that they may have forgotten their deeper callings. When this card appears, it's important to ask, am I being swayed by outward appearances? What dreams have I put aside to please others? Aha! When in balance, it's uplifting, it's artistic, it's expressive energy. When you're out of balance, then there's gossiping and you're feeling empty. So to bring this into balance, you find positive friends. So you're in a good place. But then that unicorn pops in, which is a special, there's powerful magical cards. which is all about reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. And it says it's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps long, long ago? Did they miss the ark? I'm just kidding. It doesn't say that. The mind answers maybe, or it could be, or no way. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from and if we can really trust it. We think about a higher power and our mind hesitates between yes, no, and maybe. Is it male or female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn card appears and wakes us up to curiosity about the higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring, and contemplating the inexplicable. The mind's eye knows there is something beyond our day to day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches out to grasp something more. You are the unicorn, and you have begun your answers. And the unicorn, of course, with it having its horn on its third eye, is all about the sixth chakra. So it's no surprise the subtle essence of the unicorn card resides at the third eye, the exact place from which the unicorn horn extends. This center is called the Ajna Chakra, Ajna. I probably mispronounced it. I know. My apologies. Or command center. The ancient yogis believed it to be responsible for our intellect, our intuition, and deepest wisdom. Some say that our two eyes see the past and the present, while the third eye peers into the future. Ooh. So I love this because this does sound like, of course, that you are connecting more and being nudged to connect deeper. That's everything there. I was making sure I wasn't missing a page. So I do like that. They're nudging you to connect to your unicorn horn and just trust it. All those questions, yes, no, or maybe. It's like, trust that what you're picking up is true, that you are aligning. And what about your life what dreams or what are you hesitant about that you are afraid of not pleasing others? What have you put yourself on hold for trying to please others? And it's time for you. It's time for you to focus on you and do that. I do want to pull a couple more cards here for you. All right. So what else for new moon, please? Okay. Anything else? Okay. Okay. I knew it. Okay. So the first card that popped out was the World card, which is ending of old cycles, and you're ready to begin a new adventure. You're ready to stop trying to please other people and putting your dreams on hold. You're ready to move. And then I laughed because you got the High Priestess, which is all about going into your high temple, stepping away from all the chaos that's out there, and connecting to the spiritual realm, going behind the veil, beneath the surface, connecting to the moon and the whole thing. And I love that. And then, of course, you also got the Page of Acorns, which would be the Page of Wands. So new energy coming in, higher levels of energy. Wands, which acorns, all about spiritual energy too. And with pages, it means higher level, a new higher level of moving forward. So I love that for you, which is not a surprise for you. I know, but it's like it's like you're getting more downloads, you're getting taken to another level. You're just moving. And I really feel if you do any kind of releasing ceremony this Sunday, and this is for everyone really too, that If you focus on Aries type of energies, doing some sort of release ceremony, some reveal and release type of, it really will help ignite new stuff. If you're wondering what type of those energies are, my oh yeah, tomorrow. So tomorrow, uh, actually midnight tonight. So in about 3 hours, less than 3 hours, my weekly energy updates for next week will come out, and it's all, a lot of it talks about in the beginning about the Aries full moon energy and what you can do with that energy. So you guys can check that out when they come out here in a bit. We won't be on at this time. I'm sure I'll be wore out by then. All right. So we'll keep on looking here and keep on going down. All right. Very good. Okay, good, good, good. Glad you got your confirmation. I don't know, Stacy. I think I am kind of crazy, but that's all right. I don't mind being crazy. Okay. So I'm just reading quickly, going down here. You guys are so funny. All right. So I think I'm almost down to the bottom here. And SD, you asked fake accounts, past or currently. I kind of, when I got that World Wide Web card, and they're just like, I kind of feel, now that you're asking that, how the world card had all those four different characters in the corners. I feel like fake accounts. I feel like, yes, current ones, um, like the past account that you knew them, and then some fake accounts as well. Hey Bree, welcome, welcome. Uh-oh. Oh, another house. Woo. Let's take a look here. Let's see what they have to say. We're going to use the Revelations Tarot for that. Stacy, gosh. Oh, hey, there's an idea, right? Yeah. Oh, hey, there you go. Bree, did you see that? Oh, okay, you're in Canada. What, you don't want to come to America? United States? Why not? I love Canada. All right. So let's take a look here. What would you like Bree to know about this 174 house? What would you like her to know, please? Okay. Okay. There we go. So you have the King of Pentacles here, which of course is always a very beneficial, successful card there, right? And you have the Queen of Cups, which is all about trusting your intuition, trusting your gut on that. So, whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit my microphone. Sorry if that was loud. So let's take a look here. Okay. I was asking for more. Yeah. And you have the Five of Wands. So this is change of energy from moving like from the fearful kind of conflict kind of stuff to a smooth energy. So I kind of feel like this is a good sign. It's a change of energy around this. Okay. You have the Three of Pentacles, which is about um the being authentic and staying true to yourself there. And actually, sorry if I made the impression that I was wrapping up for tonight. Um, but I'm actually still hanging out here. Sorry, Chaos, if I think I mentioned like when I'm going to be here, that didn't mean that I was ending. So my apologies. But Breeze, yeah, staying to your authentic self. Um, yeah, because this is ending of cycles and new beginning. So uh, and it was funny because I thought of you today because something came across Twitter when I was posting my regular social posts, and it said something about that the marking, and this was, I don't know if this is just United States or um, if it's like continental, but they said like the housing market that's about to drop by like 30% or something, changing, like it's like ready to like. So yeah, but I'm getting good vibes on this one. All those cards seemed, pretty good there, with all of that. Yeah, these weren't yours. These were just falling out there. So yeah, so woo, woo, woo. And we knew that, right? We knew that there's going to be an unbelievable house that you're just going to be like, are you kidding? I'm going to be able to get it for this price. And it's going to be coming. Yeah. Yeah, it's coming. So I feel, just hang in there. Just stay to your authentic path, though. Stay to what you were wanting. Don't veer off and go, oh, I need to do it now or I'm going to lose out. It's like stay to your true, authentic path, what you were wanting, you know. So I like that. So good luck. I can't wait. All right. Let me just read down here. All right. Hey, Shivi. Cool. So I'll answer yours down here. Let me just let's see if there's anyone else before your question. Very good. Oh wow. So he was Aquarius? No, right? No. Okay. We'll get clarification on that. Very good. Yeah, we actually are to the bottom here. So I do like that. So uh since no one else has asked any questions, I think this is a good stopping point, Chaos. So you just know stuff. So let's take a look here, Shivi. So last night we got the sun sign Aquarius. I remember that star card came flying out, and we're like, well, okay, it's Aquarius. So let's see, is it your boyfriend? Um, let's say, is it your boyfriend? So yeah, no, it's a new birth, newness. So that would be a no. So let's take a look here. So I feel like it will be someone new. And then how will you meet them? Let's take a look here. Interesting. So, with this here, oh, you're right. You're like, oh no. So, we have here that so this would be like your regular relationships going on and how you're like not impressed with your current situation. It comes as like this offer out of the blue. See, out of the blue, it just comes out of nowhere. And um it's like there's this this card represents, it's swords, it's thoughts, it's beliefs, it's kind of conflict. Like I don't let me get clarification on that before I go too far on that one. Let me just say what does this 5 of swords and how does that have to do with how they're going to meet? Okay. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. It's interesting because I kind of feel like this was conflict and that there was going to be conflict going on when you meet them. Like, I don't know if it's like you're somewhere and there's like something going on around wherever you're at. I kind of feel like you're out in public or at a party or at a gathering of some sort, and there's like this. Uh, I want to say a fight breaks out, but an argument or something breaks out, and you're just like, "Oh my god!" And here comes your knight in shining armor to the rescue, and they like come and they help move you away from the danger and away from the situation, and that's kind of how you meet. It's a he's offering this ace of cups, it's offering this thing, so there's this conflict that pops in, and then you know that type of thing happening, and so I like that. Isn't that awesome? I'm sorry you're gonna be near, like, an argument breaking out, but he, like, even like a wedding, right? Like, someone had too much to drink, and they're, "Ah, blah, blah, blah," and doing something. Yeah, Aquarius, what can you do? And so it's like they move you out of the danger zone. So, I really like that. A hero. I think I told you, I'm in Aquarius. And that's something we would do. Here, let's move you out of the way. So that's funny. So I like that. So thank you, Shivi, for your patience and coming back. And um, on your own, yeah. I feel like um, that you're not with someone at this party. I feel like you're there on your own, and something breaks out nearby you. I kind of feel like you're at a round table and you're there, and then it's like they kind of showing me like there's the bar, the open bar or whatever's back here, and that's where it breaks out, and it's right behind you, and someone just kind of comes and moves you out of the way. So that's what I feel is happening there. So I think it was next year, wasn't it? Yeah, I think this year was about if they're bringing back to my remembrance, um, was about I think you had like the Queen of Pentacles or something about Mother Nature, Mother Nurture for this year, but next year is when you would meet them. So you are very welcome. All right. Hey, Carla, welcome, welcome. All right, sorry, I missed you. Okay, we'll definitely do that and see. Yeah, danger, danger. But I have a lot of Pisces. The rest of my chart, I've got like 5 planets in Pisces, and then a couple other in water in Cancer and Scorpio. So I don't know. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm spilling cards all over the place here. need to put these ones away. All right. So let me take a look here. Let me make sure. Sheesh. All right. So Carla, you have how and when will you meet the one? Please and thank you very much. Okay. So we'll pull the spirit song from there. I am a moon in Pisces. I like that. All right. So Carla, how will you meet the one? So we'll look at that first. Okay, and they gave you 2 cards here. Whoa. So you got the High Priestess card here. Good night and good morning. You have a good one. You take care. And then you also have the 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of Crystals. So I feel like this is about the High Priest is like you're taking time away from a lot of individuals. And I don't know if you're in any kind of study, because the 8 of Pentacles kind of has this being a student, being studying, and if you are in some sort of spiritual study, that's really what I normally would see with these two together. Is it's a spiritual type of study that you're doing, that is where you meet them, is or if you're going to some sort of, let's say, a temple, some sort of organized spiritual practice where you're learning and growing and that type of thing. It could be a retreat. It could be, just you're learning Reiki. It could be something where you're at somewhere learning about higher spiritual things. And I feel that's where you'll meet them. And when. So let's take a look here. Can you let us know anything about timing? They're really iffy about timing. They're all about divine timing. Just trust. But I usually try to see at least if they can let us know. So they have you here doing the hermit work here, which is about an inner path, taking time inward. So, especially with these both two coming up, they are kind of nudging about after you do some inner work and some reflection, which makes sense with that, 8 of Pentacles, about moving up to a new level in the outside world too. It feels like you are doing some sort of study, or doing some sort of reflective work, some sort of spiritual inner process, maybe some sort of group thing that people do that. But I feel like there's this shadow work stuff that you're doing, and but that High Priestess and the Hermit are all pointing you back to this inner journey. And in that process, I feel like you're going to do that stuff first before that happens. So if that hasn't been done, or if you have something scheduled, then you'll know that it would be after that is completed. So that's what they have for you, Carla. Okay. All right. Should we call it chaos? Chaos wants a general reading. Okay. Okay, Mango, we can fit that one in, because that I feel like is gonna be a fast and furious answer for some reason. So RJ's relationship with a girl that he's in love with other than me. Okay. I know Chaos knows me so well. Go ahead and put it out there. You never know. He's a sucker. He'll be like, oh, just one more. And then it's midnight. Just one more. All right. So, Mango, let's take a look here for RJ. How is their relationship? And of course, this is what they want you to know about the relationship. Okay, they gave one card, like I said, short and easy. Well, it's Mother of Pentacles. So this is very much like the Queen of Cups, which is, not Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, which is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. It's very nurturing, very comfortable. See how this is here. Is she older than him? Is it like no? Just kidding. So it seems to be going well. It's very supportive. It's very nurturing for them. So that's he's coming to your home. Should you approach him? We'll take a look here. Just real quick. One more card for that. Is it for your highest good to approach him? Because you've got the let me just put all these up here at once. So you've got the 7 of Wands, which basically, here's this Ace of Wands, like this spark, this passion, this excitement, but this represents that it puts you in this limelight that I don't think that you want to be in. Because you also have the 6 of Wands, which is all about what are we standing out, the recognition, we want to be noticed, type of thing. But especially with all this wands and this fire energy, it is you're basically you're playing with fire is what they're saying. And what happens when a moth goes into fire? It gets burned. And so I would say no, that unless you want to have, the wrong kind of uh, attention from everyone, it's like, no, don't approach. Especially with it being Aries moon, full moon this weekend. It's like there's fire and people are at their very edges. So, yeah. So that's what they have for you, Mango, there. And let me just make sure here. You are very welcome, Stacey. Let me just quickly, I'm just finishing up. Thank you guys for your patience. Yeah. I'm sorry, Mango. Yeah. Well, that makes sense about that 7 of Wands too. It kind of like they're all shunning you. And the 6 of Wands is about, looking for recognition and that. But yeah. So thank you, Chaos, for your patience. I will do you last. I'm just going to fit gracefully in, and then we'll finish up there. Yeah, karma will catch them. Maybe they're the moth that's going to get burned. All right, gracefully. So did T see on your Twitter where you said that you'll be having another baby and you'll make cute sons? Just want to know before you lock your page up for privacy and peace. Okay, let's take a look here. I feel like the revelations is speaking here. All right. So did T okay, wow. Did he see it? Mm. So Page of Swords, swords is communication, new communication. And you know, for me, I really feel like this would be a yes on that because, new communication uh, for me is basically, saying that they did see new communication because they're looking at that with that, um, that sword there. So if that was something that would hurt them, I feel like that sword was like, and yeah. So it's like new communication that they saw new communication to me. So I feel like that would be a yes for that question there. So lock it down, lock it down. All right. So chaos. So you just want to general reading like how will your weekend be? Will it be productive? Will it be safe? All right. Let's take a look here. And we are going to pull from the divine guidance. And thank you guys all for being here. I don't say it enough. I know I say it a lot, but I don't feel like I say it enough. Really appreciate you being here. And thank you for all the liking and the subscribing and all your wonderful support. And I really love the friendships that are growing in our chat. And here I feel like it's a little tribe, a little soul family, like Stacy says. And I just really love it. And I'm so glad that we're able to do this. All right, so let's take a look. So, what do they want you to know about your weekend? Thank you very much. All that you need to go. Have a great night. I will lock it down. Lock down. Okay. Okay. So chaos. Here you go. Beautiful card. What do you see in here? This is your spiritual ink blot test. What do you see? What do you see? Card number 37. Open right up to it. Boom, boom. Blossoming. Hello. Even simply questioning your life or trying to figure out where and how to move forward moves your energy and aids in opening you to higher awareness and divine purpose. Continue with this. Don't let your human mind, with its limited point of view, tell you that you're stuck or not progressing. It isn't true. You are opening, you are flowing, and your soul is blossoming. Keep your faith in both yourself and spirit. Know that you are on the perfect path and that you are opening to your highest potential one step at a time. Oh, it was so good until then, right? One step at a time. And then we will go to the Rider Waite. Yeah. Let's see what else they have to say here. Yeah, I mean, it seemed like it was all, goodness and light. So I think the answer to your weekend's going to be awesome, one step at a time. You're blossoming, you're making perfect progress, going exactly where you need to go, how you need to go. Let's see what else they'd like you to know. What else for chaos here, please? Okay. Okay. Well, you got the Ten of Pentacles. You are breaking chains and old, those things that are passed down from generation to generation too, because this is the um, tree of life in the Kabbalah or Kabbalah, however you want to say it. But this 10 of Pentacles is abundance. And if you were doubting that, you got Queen of Pentacles, new birth, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. So definitely taking care of you is important here, making yourself a priority. And the other card that popped up, but Strength card. So this is beautiful because you are definitely, um, you know, whenever the lion is roaring in your life, your human side, with any fears or doubts or anything like that, really your higher self communicating and connecting with your higher self. They're the one that's going to bring you exactly what you're looking for, and they just come down and they hug you and give you all that unconditional love that you're really searching after. What is your true, you know, kind of pursuit? But and if you're looking, and I know you're kind of in this, what do I want to do? Where do I want to head? What do I want to do? And the more you communicate with your higher self, the more you'll get into that spiritual high heart too, which allows you to really get into this understanding of how you uniquely do want to share that unconditional love within you with the world, and trying to let go of a lot of all those really strong opinions that were poured into you and forced into you about what you should do and need to and have to do and supposed to do and need to do and have to do and supposed to do. I mean, it's like all these expectations, really freeing yourself from that more and more and more just allows you to really get in tune. Look into that. Very good. Like, as far as what you want to do to help others, or yeah. Three of Pentacles, staying true to your authentic self, not being drawn off to either direction, but thinking you'll upset someone or not please someone or lose someone's support. Uh, like I was saying, it was so much about staying true to your own, where you want to do and what you want to do. You got the Ace of Swords too. Connecting to those capital T truths, slicing away all those thoughts and those beliefs and everything else. Mm, very good. Wow. Yeah. Whoa. So yeah, the 10 of Wands come flying out here. You're ready for this change, letting go of all this energy you've been investing in things. You're ready to put it down and move to a new place, because you also have the Emperor that popped out, which is about you taking control of your kingdom. That you're like, okay, I get to decide. I get to do what I want to do. I get to, go in those directions. So I love that. So love, love, love. I appreciate it so much. Hey, Dollface Diva, we're actually headed out. You are the Emperor. Um, Let me just pull one quick card for that. And this really is the last one. Chaos is laughing at me right now. Rolling her eyes. Oh, that brother Zen. Let's see. So, will you get the apartment at the Reserve by the Rosemont? Okay. Um, the Eight of Cups for me shows you that you're walking away from something that doesn't serve you any longer emotionally with that. Then these popped out with an Ace of Wands and an Ace of Cups, which means I feel like that one's not going to work out, but you find something else that is more inspiring and something that's more fulfilling for you. So that's what I'm getting from those is like the Eight of Cups. As you're walking away, it's like it doesn't turn out to be what you thought it was going to be, but there's a better opportunity that's coming up. So I like that for you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. I'm so excited. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and then also tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, and also be on Instagram at 5 p.m. Mountain. But I'll be back here on YouTube both in the morning. Absolutely. Thank you so much again, Cass. I just really appreciate it. I know I didn't ask you to do it, and um, you just have taken it and you just wonderful thing. I think you said something. Anything I should do about chat? I think you're doing a great job. I just always it's all about kindness for me. So with whatever we're saying, as long as you're, just approaching it in a very loving way, that's all I care. And appreciate it. Getting all my likes on the video. I just really appreciate it. And I send you a lot of blessings. I am so busy going on here. I know one of these one of these days I do want to go out, at least have coffee and chat. So thank you guys again, everyone, for being here. Appreciate it so much. Have a great rest of your evening, sweet dreams, or if it's your day, have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you later today, or I'll see you tomorrow, or I'll see you when I see you. And just know that as you're going through each and every moment of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you guys too. So until we meet again, you guys hang in there and you guys take care. We'll talk to you soon.